Washington, it's Husky Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. It'll be a draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Williams. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Finds a little space. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's a give to Washington. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Run in the red zone. It's Washington. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husky.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Hoosiers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing, Williams. Got his man. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a give to Washington. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Quarterback making checks. Williams. Williams open on the right side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Moss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Washington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Hoosiers will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Hauls it in, looking for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Williams to throw. Over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks. They've had these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Run inside. It's Washington. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone,